Madam Chair.
I'll call to order the Public Improvement Commission hearing of December 19th, 2024. Todd, will you take a roll call?
Wait, would the representative from the Transportation Department please state their name for the record?
Amy Gordon?
Property Management Department.
Joseph Callahan.
Inspectional Services Department.
Brian Roney.
Water and Sewer Commission.
Denise Devlin.
And Commission for Persons with Disabilities.
Patricia Mendez.
Great, we do have a quorum.
At the request of the Public Improvement Commission staff, I'll entertain a motion for the acceptance of the minutes of the PIC hearing held on December 5th, 2024.
I make a motion to accept the minutes of the Public Improvement Commission hearing held on December 5th, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great. All right, public hearings. Public hearing number 1 on a petition by the City of Boston Public Facilities Department for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in Dorchester, consisting of curb realignment, sidewalk reconstruction, as well as a new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavements, street lighting infrastructure, street trees, planters, landscaping, traffic signal infrastructure, storm drain infrastructure, bike racks, trash receptacles, driveway curb cuts, and silver cell groundwater retention tree root protection system. Dorchester Ave at addresses number 1520, generally north of Park Street generally east of Dorchester Ave, new business 12/5/2024, as shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plans, 1520 Dorchester Ave, Public Way, Dorchester, 4 sheets dated November 22, 2024.
And sorry to interrupt, but I do just want to recognize Julie Campbell of representing the Public Works Department has just joined.
Thank you.
Will the petitioners state their name and walk us through their presentation?
Good morning, Commissioners. My name's Susan Phillipson. I'm the project manager with the Public Facilities Department. I'll be managing this project. The Fields Corner Library, located at 1520 Dorchester Ave in Dorchester, Mass. At this time, I'd like to just give a brief summary of the project. The project consists of replacing the existing single-story building, which was built in the 1960 era and currently has 8,600 square feet, and which will be demolished. Excuse me. The new Fields Corner Branch Library will be built as a replacement library for the existing building. The new library is programmed for approximately 14,700 gross square feet and will be built as a 2-story building. Thank you for your time, and at this time I'm going to turn it over to Ryan Gordon of Niche, who can present the project's improvements.
Morning, everyone. My name is Ryan Gordon, project manager with Niche Engineering. We have our specific repair plans here for Dorchester Avenue as well as Park Street. We have not made any changes to the plans from the new business hearing 2 weeks ago. And the one update we have is that we are working with Chonglu on finalizing the LMI agreement for the trees in Dorchester Avenue. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Question or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
I will mention to the public, if you wish to add testimony or ask questions, please use the raised hand function at the bottom of your screen. I'll give it just a moment. I don't see anyone. And I do not have any comments or issues with this action.
All right, I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 1.
I make a motion to approve a petition by the City of Boston Public Facilities Department for specific repairs in the area of Dorchester Avenue and Park Street, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Great. Public hearing item number 2 on a petition by the City of Boston Public Facilities Department for the vertical discontinuance of portions of the following public ways in Dorchester, vertically above the grades of the sidewalks, Dorchester Ave on its easterly side at address 1520 north of Park Street on its northerly side east of Dorchester, new business 12/5/2024, as shown on 2 sets of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department, Engineering Division, vertical discontinuance, Dorchester Ave, Dorchester Neighborhood, 1 sheet dated April 2024, and City of Boston Public Works Department, Engineering Division, Division, vertical discontinuance Park Street, Dorchester Neighborhood, 2 sheets dated April 2024. Will the petitioner state their name and introduce their petition?
Good morning again, Commissioners. It's Susan Phillipson with PFD. I'm not going to go through the summary of the project. It is the same. I just would like to add that Chong and Boston Water and Sewer Attorney have reviewed and have no issues with the LMI. I just wanted to bring that up. And I'll turn it over to Ryan.
Thank you. Ryan Gordon, Project Manager with Niche Engineering. Again, we have our vertical discontinuance plans. This is for the discontinuance on Dorchester Avenue. We have a plan and section here, 116 square feet and 696 cubic feet. And we have our 3 discontinuance areas with sections on Park Street. Here's a zoomed in version, 5 square feet and 20 cubic feet. The second one is a 13 square foot area with 255 cubic feet. And the third area is 7 square feet with 11 cubic feet total. And we have not made any changes to this from the new business hearing.
Great. Questions or comments from commission members? PSC staff or public?
All set.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 2.
I make a motion to approve a petition by the City of Boston Public Facilities Department for a vertical discontinuance at Dorchester Ave and Park Street as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Public hearing item number 3, on a petition by 9 McKay Place LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to the following public ways in East Boston. McKay Place on its southeasterly side at address number 9 northeast of Maverick Street on its northeasterly side southeast of McKay Place. New business 12/5/2024 shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Public Pedestrian Easement Plan McKay Place in Maverick Street, Boston, 1 sheet dated November 18, 2024.
My name is Brian Jones with Allen & Major. We're the site civil engineer and landscape architect. Maybe I'll share my screen just so. See, can I do that here? Yes. All right, thank you. So it's a residential building, corner of McKay Place and Maverick Streets, 41 units, have some interior parking, and we're obviously here for work within the McKay Place and Maverick Street public ways. That work includes repair, replacement of sidewalk, some expansion of sidewalk, adding a MBTA bus stop, a bump out in the sidewalk, adding bike storage, outdoor bike storage, new street trees with some permeable.
So this section is just the pedestrian easement.
Yeah, I apologize. Then here it is. It's 840 square feet, runs along McKay Place and Maverick Street, and it's to accommodate an expanded sidewalk to provide at least 6.5 feet of concrete in addition to the pervious pavers that we have.
Great, thank you. Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or, oh, Joe? PIC staff or public?
We're all set on the easement.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 3.
I make a motion to approve a petition by 9 McKay Place LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement at McKay Place and Maverick Street as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion passes. Public hearing item number 4. On a petition by 9 McKay Place LLC for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in East Boston consisting of curb realignment, sidewalk reconstruction, as well as new relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, street trees, landscaping, green stormwater infrastructure, storm drain infrastructure, bike racks, and driveway curb cuts. McKay Place generally at address number 9 northeast of Maverick Street generally southeast of McKay Place. New business 12/5/2024 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plan McKay Place in Maverick Street, Boston, 8 sheets dated January 24th, 2024, revised November 4th, 2024.
Again, my name is Brian Jones with Bellina Major. We're the civil engineers and landscape architects for the project, and it is for sidewalk improvements on McKay Place and Maverick Street. The blue is the work within the public right-of-way and within that pedestrian easement that we just discussed. Primarily, it's...
All right, Mr. Jones, it's hard to hear you. Could you just speak a little louder, please?
Sure thing. Just a little bit better?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So the blue indicates the repair and replacement of the concrete sidewalk within McKay Place and Maverick Street. It's within the public right-of-way or that pedestrian easement that we just discussed. It's at least 6.5 feet wide, plus a strip of decorative pavers, permeable pavers, to facilitate the health and growth of the street trees that we're replacing. We also are adding a bump out on Maverick Street to facilitate a new bus stop with space around it, obviously for loading, and then reconstructing some ADA ramps and restriping crosswalks. Adding bike racks, as I mentioned previously. So basically a repair and replacement and enhancement of what's there. I can take questions if there are any, or we can go ahead and get into specifics.
Questions or comments by commission members?
Yes, Madam Chair, this is Patricia. Thank you for your presentation, Mr. Jones. I have a question on the west side, on the crossing on the west curb cut. Is it possible to do a straightforward design, a perpendicular curb cut to meet the curb cut on the right side of the crossing on the street?
You're talking about this right here?
Yes, yes. Instead of making it the curvy blended transition, is it possible to do either a raised crossing or a perpendicular curb cut?
I think that's probably something we can look into, but we do have two curb transitions that come down, so you do end up with the level area is the curved area. I'm not sure we could accommodate that. I know what you're saying, but I don't think the geometry would work there and fit within the public way.
If you raise it, you wouldn't have it wouldn't be, you wouldn't have that same issue.
No, I understand that, but raising obviously creates other issues with stormwater and plowing and so forth.
The issue with this configuration is that, you know how you have the curb detectable warning strips? So that might give a constituent the impression that there's a crossing on the other side. So on,
If we can rework that to have the tactile strip only perpendicular to McKay Place, would that be acceptable?
if you can make the geometry work, yes.
Okay. Then we'll do that.
Okay, we're happy to, have a conversation. Thank you.
Your ramp work on the other side is getting you very close to what I believe are existing trees, so we would ask that you work with the Parks Department on an adequate tree protection plan for your work.
This area here,
Well, I think it's further down that you're retaining them, right?
so there's just this one large ash tree
Yeah.
that exists and is being retained. And there's some special measures being taken place to protect that. I know that the roots are kind of up into the sidewalk and heaved it, so we're going to be using a resin-bound aggregate sidewalk in that area to...
Yeah, I think we just want that to be coordinated with the Parks Department, make sure that that's their, right, consistent with how they do things.
Yes.
Any other questions?
Oh, sorry. We received an inquiry from the Parks Department about this project and that tree specifically, and they were concerned that adequate tree protection measures were not in place currently. So we really want to stress to the project team that that needs to be taken seriously and that you should be working with Max Ford Diamond at the Parks Department on those details.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions? PIC staff or public?
All set?
All right, I will entertain a motion on public hearing item number 4, contingent upon a redesign of the ramp to the satisfaction of the commissions with persons with disabilities and a tree protection plan to the satisfaction of the Parks Department.
I make a motion to approve a petition by 9 McKay Place LLC for the making of specific repairs in McKay Place and Maverick Street, contingent on the ramp and the tree protection, and as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Public hearing item number 5, on a joint petition by HSS Partners LLC, Diamond 89 LLC, and 9 to 11 Hillsborough Street, condominium trust for the abandonment of any and all rights to travel the public may have had within a portion of Hillsborough Street, private way open to public travel, Dorchester, from a point approximately 80 feet north of Groom Street to its northerly terminus. New business 12/5/2024 is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Abandonment Plan, Hillsborough Street, private way open to public travel, Dorchester, one sheet dated March 2024, revised September 2024.
Good morning, Commissioners. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I can't, so I hope this goes well. So I'm John Schmidt with Niche Engineering, and with me is Brian Goldstead from New Atlantic Development. And we are proposing the abandonment of a small section of an unimproved private way in this Roxbury neighborhood that's just southeast Cottage Street and southeast Cottage Street and east of the commuter rail. As you can see in this view here, this is the section that's being abandoned. It's basically just served as a gravel-covered parking lot that doesn't bring much to the neighborhood. What we're proposing here, once the abandonment is approved, this frees up the parcel to serve as a parking lot and driveway for a proposed residential building that will consist of 21 units, 4 stories of the artist loft condominium housing. Moving along. Here's the view itself. So this is the outline in red is the parcel that the building will be constructed on. Outlined in yellow is the proposed abandonment area. It's about 76 linear feet of unimproved private way consisting of about 3,000 square feet. There's a BWC easement that goes through the site, which is, and BWC has approved this request. There's also an Eversource pole that will be maintained and used Eversource pole here that will be used as part of the development, and Eversource has also blessed this proposal. And the title has been all worked out as far as I understand. So are there any questions?
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
All set?
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 5.
I make a motion to approve a joint petition by HSS Partners LLC, Diamond 89 LLC, and 911 Hillsborough Street Condominium Trust for the abandonment of Hillsborough Street, a portion of Hillsborough Street, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Public hearing item number 6, on a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners LLC and Clay Consolidated LLC for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to Anawan Avenue, public way, West Roxbury, located on its westerly side, the side of 361 Belgrade Avenue, generally north of Belgrade Avenue. New business 12/5/2024 is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Pedestrian Easement Plan, Anawan Ave, 361 Belgrade Ave, West Roxbury District, one sheet dated November 12, 2024.
Stein Hudson. Give a brief presentation on this. You can see the site. I do have Jake Upton phone as well. He's representing the petitioner, Upton Belgrade Investment Partners. Once again, Rick Latini with Howard Stein Hudson. We're doing this civil and traffic engineering for this project. The project is in West Roxbury. As you can see, it's located against West Roxbury Parkway, Belgrade Avenue, Anawam Ave, and this is the Needham branch of the MBTA commuter rail here. So the existing site is mostly impervious. You can see it's surface parking and buildings for the previous Clay Auto Center. This is all being demolished for a new residential building. It'll be 5 stories with 124 units and ground surface parking for about 85 vehicles. Just further on down the street. Just for this particular petition is the easement. I'm going to zoom in. We're just adding, as you can see, about a 3-foot wide easement here, and this is so we can have a 6-foot wide cement concrete sidewalk path travel here and still provide a furnishing zone. The reason why this ends here, you'll see in the specific repairs, is we are realigning this curb here to be perpendicular with Belgrade Ave, so we'll provide the pedestrian easement in room for a furnishing zone. So there was no questions on this at the new business, but I certainly hand it over to see if there's any comments now or for a vote.
Questions or comments by commission members? KSC staff or public?
We're all set on the easement.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 6.
I make a motion to approve a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners, LLC, and Clay Consolidated, LLC, for the acceptance of a pedestrian easement adjacent to Anawan Avenue, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Great. Public hearing item number 7, on a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners LLC and Clay Consolidated LLC for the making of specific repairs within the following public ways in West Roxbury, consisting of curb realignment, sidewalk reconstruction with structural soil, as well as new and relocated pedestrian ramps, specialty pavement, street lighting infrastructure, street trees, planters, landscaping, storm drain infrastructure, street furniture, bike racks, median islands, and driveway curb cuts, Belgrade Avenue, generally at address number 361 between Anawan Avenue and West Roxbury Parkway, Anawan Avenue at the north of Belgrade Avenue, new business 12/5/2024, is shown on a set of plans entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Specific Repair Plan, Belgrade Avenue and Anawan Avenue, Public Ways 361 Belgrade Avenue, Rosendale, 4 sheets dated November 1st, 2024.
Thank you. Rick Latini again with Howard Stein Hudson. Just continuing from the easement portion, this is the realigned curve I was talking about to provide this area where we have some planting and to still have a generous pedestrian sidewalk. We're also moving the curb line about 4 feet along Belgrade Avenue to, once again, provide a furnishing zone. And then this cement concrete sidewalk will range anywhere from 7.5 feet to 9.5 feet. In the furnishing zone, we have street trees, new pendant street lights, permeable pavers. These planted areas will actually be flush, so they'll take the runoff from this sidewalk. We're also closing there's 4 curb cuts along Belgrade Ave. Those will all be closed. No curb cuts in Belgrade Ave. We'll be modifying an existing curb cut on Anawam Ave that accesses the 85 parking spots that will be underneath the building here. One of the big things that came up last week, a positive thing actually, was we're tightening up this intersection. We've worked closely with Boston Transportation Department and Boston Planning Department on several iterations and have come to this final solution here. This is widening. This crossing here is currently 60, narrowed down to 22 feet. This one here is 77 feet and narrowed to 40 feet. Also importantly is we're teeing up these intersections because, as we heard in the new business, a lot of people fly through here because this is a wide open intersection today. As mentioned here, because we're moving the sidewalk on Belgrade Ave, the roadway width here shrinks by about 6 feet. I want to say from 50 to 44 feet or something. We're also adding this pedestrian refuge median. What was mentioned in the last meeting is we'll put this 19-foot down more with pavement markings and stuff. And the reason for that is, some vehicles like the garbage truck have extra width, but we'll shrink the travel lane for pavement markings, and also we'll have signage to this median, obviously, for visibility. The only thing that's changed since new business was I showed the detectable warnings in the median, so those were added. And this median, a tiny bit this direction to allow left turns into our site, but we also extended this side of the median to even further slow down the left turns on Anawanna Ave, but it's only a matter of a few feet. So there was no issues at new business except for just the detectable warning panels, which have been added. So I will send it back to the commission for any comments or a vote. Thank you.
Questions or comments by commission members?
Oh, hi, Rick. This is Denise Dillon from Water and Sewer. If you can, please make sure any of the new catch basins you have, they're just updated on the site plan.
Oh, yep. Actually, I believe we just sent new site plans to Phil LaRock yesterday, which included this catch basin that was added since, since he first started. And so he has that in front of him right now.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
PIC staff or public?
All set on this.
I'll entertain a motion on public hearing item number 7.
Make a motion to approve a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners LLC and Clay Consolidated LLC for the making of specific repairs in the area of Belgrade Avenue and Anawan Avenue, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great. Public hearing item number 8. On a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners LLC and Clay Consolidated LLC for the abandonment of any and all rights to travel the public may have within the entirety of Belgrade Terrace, a private way open to public travel, West Roxbury from Belgrade Avenue to its northerly terminus, new business 12/5/2024, is shown on a plan entitled City of Boston Public Works Department Engineering Division Abandonment Plan, Belgrade Terrace, 361 Belgrade Avenue, West Roxbury, District 1, sheet dated November 12th, 2024.
Rick Latini again. Yeah, this is actually just a private way. It's only 15 foot wide, and it apparently only served these two lots back before they were consolidated, because this actually ends at the MBTA commuter rail, and there's a slope here, so it really doesn't provide any type of access for anybody else. The only utilities are in here are sewer and water service, which are no longer used, and they'll be cut and capped the main and the street as part of this project. So there doesn't seem to be any use for this private way anymore, so we'd like to abandon it and send it back to the commission. There was no questions on new business for this project either.
Questions or comments by commission members? PIC staff or public?
I will just mention that the title opinion was finalized and submitted, and we did not find any issues with it, so that's all set.
Great. I will entertain a motion on public hearing item number 8.
I make a motion to approve a joint petition by Upton Belgrade Investment Partners LLC and Clay Consolidated LLC for the abandonment of any and all rights of travel the public may have in the entirety of Belgrade Terrace, as further read into the record by the chair.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Great.
Thank you very much.
Passes. Thank you.
everybody.
With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Happy holidays.